All right, King, shut the fuck up. All right, hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to my four people. We have Computer and Caligny as the deputy director nominees. I did a coin flip before, and the first question goes to Caligny. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. I just finished the Star Wars RP event. I've been
I'm
working
doing good
hard
as
for the
well.
people. Hey, not your
Hey, this
turn.
this is Caligny's time.
Listen,
Computer, please.
I've been doing good, I've been thinking about the people. I've been thinking about how we're gonna help the site out, dude. We're gonna make the site fucking awesome, lit. The CI, they're gonna be fucked up, dude. We're gonna orbital strike them. We got chief political analysts. We got a whole fucking team here. We've got an army of people at our stead, dude, ready to blow these fucking CI up. Okay?
Thank you. Computer, same question goes to you. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good as well. I've just been moving all day.
Okay. Caligny, first question, first actual question. Give us your reasoning why you are the better deputy director than Computer.
Alright, I'll start off simple. Experience, key fucking word here, okay? I've been playing Deep Gaming since version 1. I've been a commander of multiple divisions. I've been an officer. I know my way around the political climate of the server. I've been here since Warden got removed as site director in V4. I've been here since everything, dude. I know everything about this goddamn server. I have held personnel director, which is already a directorate position, a site staff position. So let's just put that into retrospect. Compare that to computer. Sure, he was a security director, but is a security director really the same as running a site? I have the experience here.
What divisions were you
Oh wait,
commanders in?
wait. Computer's not done right now. I'm gonna ask you why you think you're better than Caligny, and then we'll get to a little session where you guys can talk to each other. So, computer, why do you think you are better than Caligny?
Well, I've been recently chief of security, one of the largest divisions in site. I work a lot with documents, and I think that just running alongside King, MTF Commander, having two people in two of the largest divisions on site, excluding research, gives us the advantage. Although Caligny may have been a commander in multiple divisions in the past, I have more recent experience. I've seen the more recent
Wrong.
problems.
Caligny, please don't
Uh,
interrupt.
I've seen the more recent problems firsthand.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys 1 minute to discuss your answers, and if you have any problems with the other person's answers, you guys can discuss it now. And then 1 minute starts now.
I I haven't held any recent positions in Deep Gaming. It's simply incorrect. I was the CI vice commander, and while that may not equate to the foundation, that's clearly some leadership experience. Whereas security is also a position that's been passed around multiple times. Let's be real here. Started with Dominus, then Bones, then Joe for a long period of time. Now you, then Spoiled Bread. Who's next? Like at this point, anyone can be the chief of security. So my experience is clearly better.
Although your experience isn't with the site, it's with GOI,
That's
which
not true. I was the TCU general. It was called SID back then in version 1. I was E11. I was personnel director in V4. Let's think. What else was I? Oh, I was the CI commander in V1 as well. I was all these things. I don't mean to jerk my dick here, because what I say doesn't really fucking matter. But it's my experience and my winning personality that gives me the edge over you.
It's been a minute now. Next question. Caligny, what will be your first course as deputy director? Or
Listen,
first course of action?
first, we're gonna map out the site. We're gonna know everything we need to do, and then we're gonna execute it as quickly as possible. No sitting around for 2 weeks in office. We're not gonna sit around and do fucking nothing for 2 weeks. We're gonna do what we need to do, get it done as soon as fucking possible, map out our course of action. We're not gonna pull a Buzz Aldrin and just do nothing for 3 weeks once we get the position. We're gonna win, okay? We're gonna fix all the problems you guys have, all the IA, all the Alpha 1 bullshit you guys have been coming to me with. We're gonna look at it, and we're gonna discern the situation, and we're gonna figure out what the fuck is going on, and we're gonna attack it all at once, and we're gonna fix this thing. We're gonna fix these things, okay?
Computer, same question goes to you. What will be your first course of action as deputy director?
We have a couple executive orders lined up as stated in our doctrine. We also plan to better clarify some previous executive orders as well as clarify or readdress previous executive orders and previous constitutions. It's more about clarification to start with, and then we'll move on to each specific division.
All right. You guys have any problems with the other person? What the other person said?
Yeah, I do.
All right. I'm gonna
It's
give you
just,
guys 1 minute debate. Go now.
It's just you really didn't explain what you're going to do, whereas I gave specific examples. You can't just say you have executive orders lined up. There have been executive orders that have literally just been about one person. That doesn't really help the entire site. So you're gonna have to be more specific than that. I don't really know like what your game plan is here, but you can't just say you're gonna line up executive orders. Like, come on.
It's stated in our doctrine, so that's why I referenced the doctrine itself.
Well, look at
Um,
our doctrine. We have entire things for every division. Entire shit's lined up, dude. We know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it.
we also
A fucking executive order is vague as shit. An executive order is vague. Look at all these essays we've written about these divisions, and they all make sense. Look at our doctrine. In fact, I gotta plug it real quick. Everyone, look in the general chat. I'm gonna plug in our doctrine. I don't know if this is an edit link. I don't think it is, but if it is, oh well, the doctrine's fucking ruined.
Time's up. Sorry, man. All right. Next question. Caligny, how? Just give your overall general opinion and what you will do about the situation that's going on with Alpha One member Jupiter.
Listen, I've heard a lot about Alpha 1 Jupiter. Okay. I'm not really too briefed on the situation. I've heard he's done some bad shit though. And listen, once we mount an investigation using FE, this is what they're meant to do. But it seems their usage has been reserved to being fucking lackeys for arresting people. We're gonna use FE to our IA. Sorry, it's not that time anymore. Yeah, I just remembered. It's not V4 anymore. IA. We're gonna use IA to our full extent. We're gonna figure out what's going on. We're gonna get the investigators on it, the senior analysts, the fucking political journalists. We're getting everybody on this, okay? We're gonna discern what's happened. We're gonna figure this shit out. And once we figure out if he's guilty or not, then we step in, we take action on this guy. If he's fucked up, he's gone. Alpha 1 is controlled by site administration. If our investigators deduce that this guy hasn't been doing his job properly, he's fucking gone, okay? This guy's cut. No excuses.
Computer, same question goes to you. What is your opinion and what will you do about the current situation around Alpha One member Jupiter?
my answer is very similar to his. We will review his actions and remove him if all these rumors claim to be true or actually turn out to be true.
All right. Now I'm guessing you guys don't have anything to say about what the other person said.
No, not really.
All right. Next question. All right. This one's basically it's kind of similar. Caligny, how will you respond to the opposition to the Internal Affairs Command?
Listen, internal affairs. I've seen multiple things of evidence saying that they're power tripping, abusing everything, just going off the fucking rails at this point. I've seen people just get demoted out of nowhere. People just brought into positions that they don't really deserve. I've seen brutality. I've seen things that violate the ethical rules of the site. I've seen people's skulls and their spines on fucking IA bunks. You know, I've seen all this shit. IA, I don't know what the fuck IA is doing. You know, I've heard there's huge bias, and with the power they have, bias is simply unacceptable. They also have been metagaming, which is already fucked up. Okay? Listen, I don't know. All I'm saying is that they've been doing lots of fucked up shit. The penal code needs an update. The penal code is going to be updated. We're gonna fix this penal code. We're gonna do investigations first and foremost. We're gonna deduce if everything I've been told is correct. Because we always look at both sides of the story here. We look at every side of the coin. We're gonna deduce if they really are power tripping. These are just things that I've heard, but we've got to figure it out, then we're gonna take action. We're gonna fix IA though. We're gonna see what's going on and we're gonna fix it. That is a guarantee.
All right, computer. Same question goes to you. What are you gonna do about the current opposition to the Internal Affairs Command?
Well, knowing the IA commissioner personally, I prefer not to remove him from the HOS position. On top of that fact, I don't know who would replace him. There's not really a lot of good candidates lined up within IA. Of course, I will do a personal investigation of the IA commissioner, and I will attempt to fix the problems with the IA commissioner. If it turns out that he refuses to fix the problems, or he's actually doesn't have good intentions for the site, I plan to remove him and replace him. Of course, I'll have to look for a candidate before doing any of this, because there's no point in replacing someone worse.
All right. Does anybody have any debate? Any questions? No.
See, and I see an issue here.
Okay.
I don't understand how people nowadays in this community, they make these, especially inside administration, they just make these rash decisions that are baseless. You didn't even say you're gonna investigate. You just said I'm gonna remove him and replace him with someone good. Yeah, do your first investigations. Don't just remove him out of nowhere. Listen,
It's
you've got to deduce these things through rational reasoning. We don't do random impulsive decisions like previous site administration. We don't do random shit that doesn't make any sense. We always judge our decisions. We do things smart, okay? We take things carefully. We don't do rash decisions that end up angering the site. We think about it and then we act on it.
I stated I would do a personal investigation. That was one of the first things I addressed.
All right. Minute's not up. If you guys want to say one more thing.
I'm good.
Listen, you may say that you did an investigation, a personal investigation. Note the word personal. What you're gonna make a decision not regarding the entire IA. Like, what are you gonna do personally? You need to use your resources. You need to use your full reach of the site. I don't know why nowadays you guys just make these rash decisions without consulting anybody. You need more consultation, okay? There's no
All
consultation
right.
here.
The minute is up. Before I ask this next question, I'm just gonna let everybody know that you can DM me questions, and I will ask them to the people. Next question, Clidney. Say one good thing about computer.
One good thing about Computer, this guy's loyal to King. He is loyal. He's a loyal fucking guy. Listen, this guy, he's been helping King out. I know he's been helping him out. He's been doing good with him. He's a good fucking guy, okay? This guy's not a bad guy, but I'm simply more fit for the position. That's why we should get it. So listen, Computer, he's a good guy. He's done lots of good shit. Security chief, that's a good position. That's the position where you do manual fucking labor and you don't get rewarded. You don't even get a thanks. And he's taken up that position. I fucking love that about him, okay?
Computer, same thing. Say one good thing about Caligny.
I would say his commitment to the server. If he's truly been with us since V1, I commend you for that. Being that committed to deep gaming and playing on deep gaming for that long. Even if you took breaks in between, a that's still impressive. As
Nice.
well as your debating skills. You're very good at this. Commend you for that as well.
All right. I'm guessing there's gonna be no debate on this.
No, it's okay. Thank you.
All right, Caligny, are you going to be active as deputy director, and are you going to successfully fulfill your role?
Oh, yes. Listen, I have lots of things lined up with Gaines. We know we're going to get on the server. We can't just do Discord RP anymore. Discord RP is getting boring, uninspired, lame, tiring, horrible, defunct, shitty. It's going to be all those things I just mentioned. It's so lame. We have to cut that shit out. We're going to take a direct action on the site. We're going to play. We're going to actually be a presence. We're not going to be some omnipotent being you see in the shadows just pulling strings. We are going to be there and we are going to be powerful. We're going to be passionate about what we do and we're going to have an impact on you and the common people of the site. We're not going to be an oligarchical force that just sits in the back like circle jerking, just the two of us. We're going to be here for the people of the site. And I'm going to be on constantly. I'm going to be on every day probably, except for, if I got something to do in the afternoon. I'm going to be on every day after school and shit, bro. I'm going to be here every fucking day for you guys.
Computer, same question goes to you. Are you going to be active as deputy director, and will you fulfill your role?
Yes, I think for those that know me since my early days of joining security, I am 100% committed to whatever I am doing. As stated, I have never gone into any position other than security until I reached the position of security chief, due to the fact I was so committed to that one division. I like to go 100% with everything I do, as well as my staff duties require me to be active on the server. That's another reason I shall be active. And of course, I'll be helping King in everything he wishes to do, as well as
Okay,
giving him good counsel.
I have a
Alright.
debate to this.
Alright, 1 minute starts now.
Security chief is a far different fucking position. It's a whole different story, dude. Security chief compared to site fucking all those site administration positions. Let's be real here. It's not even comparable in any regard. You cannot compare security chief to site administration. Me, I have that site administration experience. I was the personnel director. I know how tiring and difficult it can get. Listen, security chief is a hard job. I'm not denying that. But it is not comparable to site administration. They are different in every regard. Okay? They are different. They perform different duties. Listen, security chief, site administration gets tiring and boring. It will. You have to stay dedicated when you do it. And security chief is a lot more fun to do than site administration. I will say that. So it is far different. So I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly fucking sure if security chief is reasonable experience in terms of dedication to site administration. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's far different. And I have the site administration experience. I can speak about this personally.
I'll admit I've never been in a position of site administration. However, that's why I'm running for you today.
A minute's
Um,
basically up. I kind of forgot, but
okay,
you can finish your statement, computer, because I let Calignes finish his last time.
all right. I was gonna say that I don't have any experience in SA, but you can't have experience without being in SA, so this will be my first time within the position. Although I can say I will do my best to stay committed to the position, and I will give my 100% to that position.
Alright. Final question from me. Caligny, can you give us a general overview of your doctrine, please?
Alright, let's look at our doctrine here. First, you can see the clear division. We divided this among the divisions mainly. Every division is gonna either get a reform, or if they're doing good, it's just gonna stay the same. But every division, we're gonna do things for the divisions, okay? We have plans for MTF, research, IA, TCU, all those divisions. Security is probably our longest division. Due to all of its three sub-branches, we're gonna be working on that. We're gonna be hitting it hard, okay? We're gonna be figuring out all the things with security, TCU, all the IA bullshit that's going on. We're gonna figure it out. We're not gonna make any rash decisions with IA. I have to reiterate that. We're gonna investigate it. Research MTF, and we go to non-specific division plans. This is the whole site. The whole site are the non-specific division plans. The non-specific division plans, they'll go over many things. First of all, we're not gonna touch the Constitution. The Constitution is a very, very, very fucking special document, okay? We are gonna work on the penal code. The penal code will be improved. You can see under IA, I believe we mentioned the penal code. At least I told Gaines to mention the penal code somewhere. Because the penal code is a little bit old. We're gonna be updating it. We're gonna be working with IA to update it. We're gonna be fixing these things. We're gonna be fixing these fucking things. I mean, I don't know what else to go over. It's mainly just regarding divisions. We have non-specific division plans. Unlike listen, I'll just debate computers again.
Don't
King's
debate.
doctrine
Don't
is
debate
far
right now. Don't
enough.
debate right now. You can debate afterwards. If that's the end of your statement, computer. Same question goes to you. Can you give us a general overview of your doctrine, please?
Yes, of course. One of our main focuses is security, since it's not only a starter division, but it's the largest division on site. With security, we plan to incorporate security in more events and incorporate them in more duties. That way, to give players that are new to the server memorable experiences that attach them to the site. Our activity has been dropping. I assume that's due to the other server, so we're going to try to give people memorable experiences and draw in new players. For research, we're going to give them the access to do 106 tests with their director of research. Is approval instead of SA's approval, since I feel the director of research should be the one deciding that, not the SA, since he knows it far better than we do. For IA, we want to give them more duties and encourage trials, as well as maybe talking to UA about allowing them to investigate murders for, instead of having staff do everything. Perhaps in certain cases, they can investigate murders themselves and bring the person to justice with staff's assistance, of course. With TCU, we plan to make it so TCU Rangers and ETA 10 can't both be the same person. Just because their jobs and equipment are so similar, we would prefer that one person take up 2 slots instead, gave more room for more people to be ETA 10 and TCU, respectively. With
Okay.
MTF,
Well,
Awesome.
wait a minute. Cligny.
with MTF, we plan to do more sims with TCU, especially ETA 10 working with TCU Rangers and sims against them to get them prepared for real situations, especially Pi 1 since TCU and Pi 1 work together pretty frequently. And then just generally, we'll be changing older policies and redefining, like I said before, we'll be redefining executive orders or similar documents. That is all.
Alright, that is all. I'm gonna start the 1 minute debate right now because I know Caligny's shaking in his boots.
I would like to say, compare the doctrines. Our doctrine is so much more full than his. Their doctrine is the most vague thing I've ever heard. I believe in the first sentence somewhere, I think I called him out on this, so he might have changed it. His first sentence was like, as site director, I'm gonna direct the site or something really stupid like that. Now compare that to our fucking doctrine. Look at it. We have a whole plan set up. Speaking with the old nominee, speaking with the old director, seeing where we can continue. Like, we have plans, we have concrete defined plans. For example, we have memorable unit of the day, best of the day. We're gonna have opportunities for units to excel instead of the monotonous daily grind. They have something to look forward to. We have best of the day set up. So whoever's pinging me and saying you can't name one thing from your doctrine, yes I can. We have best of the day set up. We're gonna have spotlights for individuals. We're gonna work closely with individuals and divisions to determine who is the best
The
individual.
1 minute is up. I'm gonna give Computer a chance to respond real quick. If you have anything to say, I'm gonna give you like 15 seconds.
I'd like to say our document is short and direct. We clearly outline what our plans are right now.
All right.
That's all.
Grape, you have a question, right? I'm gonna invite you to speak, and you can ask them your question. Whoever it is.
What's up, y'all?
Hello, Mr. Grape. Mr.
Hey, what's good, homie?
Side Director Grape.
Yeah, former site director. Thank you for acknowledging that. All right, boys. I want to start off by saying, I've read through both your doctrines. Both of you guys go pretty in depth on what you want to do. So I have two main questions. The first main question is, what are you gonna do to actually ensure what you do and what you say actually gets done? Because it's very, very hard to like. I mean, like it's really easy to say whatever the fuck you want to say just to get people to vote for you. But how can you ensure that? Because there's a very big disconnect between site administration and upper administration.
Alright, I go first.
I don't know.
Are you talking about upper administration or like to HOS orders and ordering lower ranked people?
So nah, because with site administration, you can try to propose a change, you can try to do a change, you can try to request a change. However, it doesn't actually do anything unless UA approves it.
Okay, so here's how I'm gonna get to UA. And this has to do with my experience. I've been playing since version 1. I have the experience here. I know Brandon. I know Panda. I know all of those individuals. That experience is gonna get me pull and say with the UA. If I can properly argue my points, if I can argue my points to them, they will get it done. Because they know me, they believe in me. Okay, they believe in me and Gaines. Now, I'm not saying they don't believe in King, but look at them. They don't know the full gravity of the situation. They're both V5 players. I'm advising Gaines as the V1 player. I'm the advisor here. Okay? How is King and Computer going to get their say and their pull without fully knowing the experience of the server? I've been here since the beginning. I know how the servers come and gone. I know things that work inside Mission. I know things that don't work. I know everything that works and doesn't work. And I know how to get these points across to Brandon. I know how to persuade him. I know how to persuade UA. I know Reptile. I know Chains from V1. I've known all these players that are currently in upper administration. and I have pull with them, that pull will get me somewhere and it'll get changes done. It'll get shit done, okay?
Okay, and then computer.
I've spoke directly with all of the UA, as well as me being a staff member. I have a pretty direct connection with them. On top of that, in our doctrine, we made sure to address things that UA would be likely to accept. We took into account that UA would deny a lot of things that were unreasonable. So we only chose things that are reasonable and small changes, or changes that would actually increase player pop, which I believe UA would prefer.
Okay, listen, I have to say, UA will accept everything. Okay, that's an overstatement. UA will accept everything as long as you as a site director and deputy director, argue it, make a good point, and as long as it's fucking reasonable and not something really fucking stupid. But if you can argue your points and get them across to UA, which is something I can do, I know what works and it doesn't work. Once we get that done, once we lay that foundation, we will get change done. Now, I don't mean to hate on computer. Staff ties, nowadays, upper administration and lower administration have a huge separation of power. Before, lower administration and upper administration had huge connections. They would work together. In fact, there was hardly a difference. There wasn't even an upper administration like V1, V2. In fact, community band votes were just done by all of lower administration. But now, there's a huge separation of power. So being a lower administration staff member does not mean you have as much pull with UA. Back then, sure, it did. Now, things have changed. Times have changed. There is a huge separation of power here. So that administration poll, whatever you said, is not going to work out as well.
I speak with UA on a daily basis, and I believe I'm good friends with Josh, if he sees that way as well.
Well, aren't you UA?
And, no. I have all the same powers, and I have access to UA chats, but I'm not officially UA. I'm not UA in any of the outside of game
Okay,
aspects.
okay. And then I guess my second question now, it's very, very important that the director and the deputy director are on the same page. And so, Carlos, I don't know how you're running this, but I really want to run a very specific question. What are some, I guess, characteristics about your director that you have which you do not like?
Things I don't like about games.
Yes.
Well, I don't really like his Steam profile. I think it looks boring, pretty cringy and uninspired. Let me think what else. His voice is kind of annoying. If I'm gonna be honest, he sounds very whiny and like I don't really know how else to word it. He just sounds very whiny. Now listen, Gaines is a pretty good fucking guy, but this guy, I don't I don't know. I don't. We get on the same page. We get along. We know what we're gonna do for the site. But his voice is kind of annoying. That's it. I mean, I have to be honest. His voice is pretty fucking annoying. No offense. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean,
Uh,
this was a question directed for literally everyone, so like I wanted to hear Gaines' opinion on
Hey,
avocado.
before we continue real quick, I'm allowing all HOS and SA to come up here when Grape is done talking, so you guys can ask him questions. Yeah, serious questions. All right, continue now.
So, I mean, I guess the same thing would be for you, Gaines. What do you not like about avocado?
Sorry, I'm eating Tootsie Roll right
Damn,
now.
he
So
was definitely right about your voice.
Oh,
Oh, fucking Jesus! I thought we were gonna ask computer first, and then we go to the directors.
Yeah, sure. We could do computer.
Yeah, I'm eating something currently. I don't want to
Alright.
fucking talk. You know,
Please don't choke. Don't ruin your voice anymore.
like
just HOS music.
Actually, I address this a lot of the time. It's the same issue with Burger. Once you start a conversation with them, it lasts way too fucking long. Like, they'll pull you into a goddamn conversation that's like 4 hours long when you just went and had a 5-minute discussion. This is one of my biggest problems with talking to Burger and King is it'll go way, way longer than you expect it to originally. Um, that's all I can think of off the top of my head.
I can
I'd
vouch
like
for
to
that.
rebuttal and say that King is super toxic. He was bullying me in the VC earlier. He was he kept screaming at me and demanding explanations from me as to why I postponed the debate because I was busy running an event for Star Wars RP, and he kept screaming at me saying, "Why do you postpone it? Why are you postponing it?" And I didn't really like that tone, so I'd like to rebuttal with that. Okay, Gaines, go ahead.
Can you go last?
Oh, can I go last? Yeah, go for it. Go, King. Good luck, man. Good luck in the debates, King.
King, it's your time
I'm
to
sorry,
shine.
what? What's going on?
That was the
What do
question
you?
was.
What do
He's
you-
not even listening.
No, I go to type for 1 second, and then Caligny fucking gaslights as he always does.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna head out for right now. I gotta help my roommate, but please answer the question for everyone else, King.
All right, love you, Grape.
Love you
Okay,
too, Carlos.
so the question's what I don't like about computer. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, computer, I think, yeah. Okay. So my 3 big problems with computer is 1, he's monotone as shit, just like Burger. So you really never know if he's like actually mad at you or if he's chilling. Like it's like it's this fucking puzzle you gotta find out, right? It's like, yeah, I don't know, some shit like that. 2,
Click me, please.
I think the one other problem I have with other main problem I have with computer is he doesn't always see everybody's perspective because he's only ever been in security. He's never seen it from other divisions, and I try to like enlighten him on what other people see as opposed to just what security sees. So I try to keep that in mind. And then 3, I think he's just too nice. Sometimes you gotta yell at people if they're gonna act like retards. You gotta like be fucking real with people sometimes and treat them that way because that's how it is. If somebody's gonna make a dumbass decision, you call them on that shit. You don't just be nice with them and pepper it down. So, yeah, I think that's what I would say.
Okay.
All right, so it's my turn now. Caligny, I swear to God.
Yeah, sorry.
You know what? That's why I don't
Please
like
don't
about
have
Caligny
marital
right
issues.
there.
Please don't have marital issues in the debate, Gaines. Please just go ahead.
Okay. So what's the question? It's just basically me saying what I don't like about Caligny. You know what? I'll say what I don't like about Burger. I'll put on there because you guys did it too.
No, it was about me. Why are you asking a question? What do you like about me?
No, I'm answering Caligny. All right, you know what? No, okay. First of all, Caligny never promoted me like Burger, so that's my first big thing. Here's my complaints about Caligny specifically though. So as you may know, he's a bit of a jokester, a funny guy. You know what I mean? Just a bit of a funny dude. Sometimes he can be a bit too funny, but we've discussed this like very extensively. And I will ensure that he contains his you know the show Punked with an apostrophe D. Yeah, he won't be punking anyone, so to speak, during his time as site director, site director deputy, and his time as nominee.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I could say I'm eating pumpkin seeds. It's just so fucking healthy for you. I care about all of your health. Listen, eat these pumpkin seeds.
Caligny.
Let's see, 117 milligrams of calcium. Okay, I'm sorry. Just continue.
All right. So I have 3 HOS wanting to have their hands raised. Farlow asked me a question in DMs first, and then it was Apophis who raised his hand, and then Monty. So we're gonna go in that order. Farlow, come up here. You can ask the question now. You fucking breakfast little bitch. Come up here.
Hey, what's good, boss?
Yo, what's up, man? Okay, so in the past, a lot of people have shut on the deputy director position due to its what people view it as sheer uselessness. I think I've seen already with your personality and character that you're looking to improve the standards and the purpose of the site deputy director position. What do you and your site director candidates intend to do to make the
Okay.
director position
I'll
more?
tell you what we're gonna do. Me being a V1 player, and literally everyone else in this room except Carlos and Farlow being a V5 player, I'm gonna act as the advisory position on top of doing my roles too. But my main role is gonna be advisory because Gaines did not play for V4, not even V4, dude. That was like a month ago, bro. Just kidding, it was like a year ago. But like, if he wasn't there for that, he's out of the loop. He needs someone to guide him. He needs a nurturing role. He needs someone to tell him, this works, this does not work, do it, okay? And oh my god, this pumpkin seeds are stuck in my throat. King and Computer, how is Computer gonna do that role for him if he joined in V5? He joined in V5. How is he gonna advise him on other divisions if he was only in security? You see the issue here. I'm multinational. I've been in every division under the sun. I was even E11 at one point. I'm like the fucking cheerleader in high school. I got passed around by everybody, dude. All the divisions. I've been in all of them,
Wait,
okay?
yo, hold up, roll that back. You were what?
Okay, hold on. I answered my question. I'm gonna eat more pumpkin seeds. Just continue.
No. We need the whole pause for a minute.
Fucking
Pause for a
adapt.
minute.
Alright, what?
He was passed around like the cheerleader in high school. Are you calling yourself a slut, Avocado?
No, I'm
What
saying
the
like
fuck?
it's an analogy. I wasn't actually. It's not literally. Fuck, these are good pumpkin seeds, damn.
He's eating dick, bro. Sorry, Computer, go.
Okay. So King has made it a point, and I agree with him. So personally, I don't really see a point in changing in official capacity, because as it stands, it's a partnership, and that's what me and King will be as site director and site deputy director. It'll be a partnership. Me seeing it from the security perspective, being like containment zone, heavy containment zone with IA and TCU. Him seeing it from the perspective of an MTF commander, I think it gives us a whole encompassing view of the site from both easy to light containment zone. We've seen all of the problems in each area, allowing us to feed off each other's information and make the right decisions based on that.
Okay. So I have a second question. When it came into fruition, the site reductor position was quite a controversial one, which came into very, very mixed opinions. What are your opinions on the site reductor position, and what are your plans for it?
That's Burger, right? He's a site redactor, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest. It sounds like kind of a meme position. I don't really see the point of having a position that redacts things. That's what clearance levels are for. Like, the fucking redaction has happened when you're writing the research document. What do you redact? You're not redacting anything. It's a useless joke position. If I was to remove it, I would probably just give him a job in research. I think he's already in research, so I think he's already good in that department. But I'd probably just demote him to be like a research supervisor or some shit, because I don't really see the point of having a site redactor. It seems just like a stupid idea.
Wait. So are you choosing my NCOs? I'm gonna have to vote for King, bro. What the hell? He
Huh?
wouldn't choose my King wouldn't choose my NCOs, bro. King wouldn't choose my NCOs. You're choosing my NCOs.
Don't. I'm not gonna choose
Alright,
shit
we're
for
gonna
you.
move on
I'm
to
gonna
the
run
next
everything by
HOS.
you. No. I'm gonna run everything by you, Farlow. Don't worry. You'll have as much say as possibly needed into research. Okay.
Alright. Apophis, you're up next.
Oh, I didn't get to answer that question.
Oh, you didn't? Apophis, you are not. No, go away. Computer, what do you have to say?
Alright. So I can understand everyone's concerns about the site redactor position simply because it's UA, and honestly, me myself was concerned about it. However, the position is pretty much utterly useless, and he's only SA in name. He has no real power. His job is to schedule the elections and give advice on documents. That's it. That's the whole position. So my opinion on it, I would probably change the name to something like secretary, but the position is not none with power. He has zero power. So keep that in mind when you think about the site director position or redactor position.
Okay, I'd like to rebuttal. Okay, what you're suggesting is a position that's useless, that has no duties,
1
no
minute
power.
schizo.
You literally said no power. Like, I heard that. Maybe I'm going schizo. I swear you said no power. So, like, why have it? Why
Well,
would it exist to sit around and do nothing? Explain to me why.
well, after speaking with Berger about the position, quite frankly, I agree with him in the fact that HOS does need someone to organize them, since most of the HOS are burnt out from their normal
You mean the job
jobs
of the
as
site deputy
HOS.
director, right? And that's what you mean? aka the job of the site and site deputy director? Like, that's their point, is to sort things out with the HOS. Why have a useless position that's meaningless power? The only reason it exists, I'm gonna be honest, is to give your friends power. Honestly, that is the only reason they gave him it, because he was their friend of, I believe it's whoever made the position, I believe it was Manson. That's the only reason it got invented, was to give a friend power. That's the only reason it ever got made.
I think that's good. I'm going to assume that is it, unless the computer has like a 5-second thing to say.
No, I'm good.
All right.
We'll end it there.
Apophis, it is your time to come up now.
All right, I've got 2 separate questions, and I forgot the second one, so I'm gonna start with the first one. All right. So Caligny, you said, something about changing the penal code. What are 3 things you would add to it right now?
Well, it wouldn't be additions, it would just be a full reform.
A full reform? How?
Well,
Like, are we
we're gonna look
removing
at
every
what's
single
there.
law?
No, let me finish. We're gonna look at everything that's there, and we're gonna run it by the site. We're gonna make sure it all has a place. If it doesn't have a place, it's gone. If it's unupdated but still has a place, it gets updated. For example, I think code gray, or like I believe you said code white, or some code didn't have the penal code structured. We're gonna have that. Put code gray. We're gonna have code gray be updated to the penal code, so we don't have bumbling IA people trying to arrest people during a code gray and just being confused. We're gonna update it. We're not gonna remove it. Penal code is good. Penal code has worked in the past. V4 it worked with Dominus. V5 it's still working. It just needs a refresher. It needs an update. It doesn't need to be removed. Just an update.
All right, and then to computer. You say you're going to push for more trials. How exactly are you going to do that? Are you going to be making it more harsh on people for certain crimes to go into a trial? Are we going to go into trial for stupid shit, or what are we doing there?
It would be higher end crimes, but it's just more of a push for RP aspect for IA, giving you guys more stuff to do. Of course, this is only when there's IA available for trials and everything like this. However, it's just to help IA give them another job to do. Also, I think people really enjoyed the last trials, and if we can incorporate that more inside, I think it would be more fun for everyone. Of course, if IA does not like this idea, I'm also fine with putting it away. However, I think it would make everyone happier if we did do trials. We'll have discussions with it once I become SA, if I become SA.
Another question for Caligny. How do you know what needs to be updated if you haven't been on?
Well, we have connections. Gaines knows lots of people. We're gonna speak to them. And plus, I was informed about Code Gray. You know how? Connections and Gaines. I have these people helping me navigate this new climate. Because listen, past experience can only get you so far. You need to be in the loop about what's recent. So once I'm in the loop about what's recent, then we'll start updating. Even if I wasn't on since, I'd say, November, when I was last a CI Vice Commander, I believe in November or October, late October maybe. That is like 3 months, 2 months break. Okay, that is a long time. But listen, we believe we can make a positive change. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, I lost track. I'm sorry. So that's not that long of a break. Let's be real here. Plus, I have Gaines to guide me. I have advisors. I have people. We're gonna speak to the people on site, not on site, but we're gonna get opinions. We're gonna learn things from people. We're gonna figure this all out. Okay. And I eat pumpkin seeds.
Well, I suppose that's all for my questions. I might have more later, but Gaines, did you have something you wanted to say to me?
Yeah, Apophis, I heard what happened to Doggo. I'm very sad about it. Came out
It
of nowhere
was
for me,
a
man.
bad day.
No, he resigned. I'm pretty sure. Right?
Yes, it is
I'm
very
very
sad.
sad. That's all I wanted to say on the matter. I just wanted to talk about Doggo's thing because Doggo was a cool IA captain.
He was good. All right.
All right. Now we got Monty. Come up here, Monty. Oh boy. I think this is our last HOS question, and then I'll give you some questions I have in the DM. So Monty, come up here, man. I have invited you to speak.
Damn, these movies are so fucking good.
Congratulations. Monty, come up here, Monty.
Thank you, it's an honor.
Probably
They're a
good for
good
one more
source
question.
of
Okay,
magnesium, protein, zinc, and
Monty,
iron.
Monty's
There
up
you go,
here.
okay. The notification wasn't showing up for some reason. All right, I've got a few questions, obviously. So the first one is aimed towards or towards Fadi for I was reading your doctrine, and I want to talk a little bit about your plans for these new types of sims you want to do, and how you intend on organizing, setting them up, and what locations you're intent on using for them.
We have sim rooms to use to our advantage. Don't forget that. You know, there's always places you can use. Well, for MTF, it's mainly going to be PvP, depending on which MTF specialty you're in. You know, NU7, obviously PvP, you know. All that shit. TCU, obviously recontainment sims. It's obviously going to go by what division you're in corresponds to what you're doing. Okay? So listen, we can set up sims anywhere. We just have to reserve it. The site is huge. The site is massive, dude. The site is... It's as big as something in my pants, okay? That's all I'll fucking say, okay?
The fuck?
But listen. We're gonna do sims, sim rooms, on site, everywhere. We're gonna get people trained. People are gonna know what to do. SCP breaches are hardly gonna be a threat. PvP CI rate deflected an advert every 5 minutes because they're not gonna get through our fucking lines. Okay, we're gonna train everybody. Everybody's gonna be trained. We have plans to set things up. We can get Game Master staff to set it up. We can get anyone to set it up. We have people that'll help. We can get prop permissions. We can get anything, dude. We just have to appeal it to UA. We just have to appeal it to UA. We can get anything from UA. We can get prop permissions. We can get fucking even no clip. We could probably appeal to UA just to oversee sims. Just no, none of these site directors are using UA as a tool to their advantage.
Okay. My second question is for computer. You talked a lot about IA and doing trials. What is your intent in terms of ensuring A, fair trials, and B, trials that are run correctly?
Well, you being a lawyer yourself, I'll definitely be talking to you about the trials as we're setting them up. And I'll probably I'll probably just be overseeing the first couple trials and then leaving it to the higher ranked members of each division, depending on who is hosting the trials. Usually IA, however. So I'll be trusting Apophilus and his higher echelon. Once we explain to them, you and me both explain to them what we want from a trial.
Okay. So my next question for Caligny, how are you going to balance playing on both servers, considering the intensity of both positions you hold?
One event per day. Clones repeat. Average event time, 1 to 2 hours. Once that's done, I'll get on the server for a little bit, like 1 hour, maybe 1 hour 30 minutes, maybe even 2 if I'm feeling generous. I'll go study. I got the bar exam coming up. As you guys know, I'm currently in law school. So let's just put that into consideration. I have all this time, even with law school. My IQ is actually over 180. That's why I'm able to manage all this law school, fucking deep gaming bullshit. I'm a fucking genius, okay? Let me just put that out there, dude, okay? I'll eat some pumpkin seeds.
Alright. I got one last question for you. What's your opinion on the great nation of Israel?
Okay. Here's the issue about Israel. Me being an Arab, this may be a biased opinion, and you guys have to watch out for biased opinions. They will fucking get you. So as I preach, never be biased. But here's my personal take after conducting research. United States of America proposes over $1 billion in grants every year
This has nothing
to
to
a
do
nation.
with deep
He
fucking
asked a
gaming.
question.
This has nothing to
He-
do with deep gaming. We're gonna continue on, all right? This is getting a little bit too political. Caligny, you can spurt your Israel, free Palestine shit, general. Farlow, you had something to say. I don't know if it's a question. You have a question, right? Apophis, I see you. Can you tell me in general what you want?
Okay, I have an actual question this time, and I'm not gonna like dick around with this. Okay, so I've got one question for both Computer and Fadi, and I've got one question specifically for Fadi. So I'm gonna start off with a question for both of you guys. Right now, in your opinion, who has been the best performing and the least performing head of staff, and why?
Best performing research. I've been fucking thriving. Lots of debriefs and shit. Lots of shit going on. I'm in their Discord. I know this shit. Don't say I'm inactive. Don't even pull that bullshit on me. I'll deflect that shit, dude. I have a fucking shield. I have an iron wall. I have the fucking Soviet Union. I have an iron block. Anything you say to me, I'll just deflect. Don't even dare fucking argue that with me, okay? Listen, worst performing. I don't know, dude. It's really a tie between. I've heard lots about IA, and I listen to the people. I don't make baseless things by listening to myself, okay? If I've heard IA is doing bad, I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna figure out why, okay? But right now I've heard IA is doing horrible at the moment. Alright, I've heard IA is horrible at the moment. Listen, I don't know. If IA is horrible, I have to listen to the people. I have to investigate it. I have to check it out. But I've heard IA is doing the worst. And that's not a problem. We fix these things. We don't penalize. I'm a man more focused on fixing problems than just removing them. I'm focused on fixing it. I'm finding a solution. I don't just go, okay, fuck you. Removed. Not to place you with someone even dumber. That's not me. I'm more like, okay, sure, you're doing some retarded shit. Oh, sorry, can't use that word anymore. Sorry. You're doing some dumb shit. Oh my god, these pumpkins are stuck in my throat. You're doing some dumb shit. Let's fix it
Should
together.
be used to that by now.
Let's fix it together. Okay? What'd you say?
Nothing. Sorry, I accidentally clicked my push start. Farlow, is that your last? Is this your only question?
No. The computer didn't answer. Sure.
All right, Farlow. See you, Farlow. All right, computer.
Okay. So I would like to address this is a really hard question just due to the fact with all the new HOS, I'm hesitant to evaluate them right now. However, the way I see it, no news is good news, so I'd say the best performing is Monty, just due to the fact that I haven't heard anything bad from him on his side, and GUI haven't been getting very far in the facility these days, which is good news. And I have to say that the worst performer right now is IA Commissioner Apophis, just due to the fact that IA's reputation is horrible, and quite frankly, where his position is one of the hardest positions due to how much his reputation is etched into IA and how much he has to fix in IA. But at the current state, it is in the worst performer, in the worst state.
Okay. I'd like to rebuttal by saying the MTF may be disorganized. The MTF are highly disorganized, and I don't know what's going on. Listen, I know what you're doing. You're trying to appeal to Monty right now. I'm gonna call you out on this. MTF is not the best by any fucking means. They're not the worst, but they're not the best. I don't know how you would even bring up MTF into the best. MTF has statistically been the worst one of the top bottom two divisions every time. And the reason always has to do with inactivity and skill. Okay? But MTF is not the best at all. Okay, I won't say MTF is horrible. I'll say they have a little bit of a disorganization problem. That's it. But MTF is not the best at any fucking way. MTF is not the best. Okay? That's all I'll say. They're not the worst though. That's IA, unfortunately. We'll fix it though. We'll hear you out and shit.
The debate.
I got one more question. So for this one's specifically for Fadi, alright? So Fadi, in past versions like V4 and shit, right? You were site administration. You were when you worked under Brandon, right, as personnel director shortly after you were demoted. Do you think that's a positive experience that you learned from, or do you think it was a overall like negative experience to have?
Yeah, I learned because I went into site administration thinking like this was gonna be a fun position. It's not a fun position. Let me just get that out of the way. The only way you can have fun with it is if you make it fun. And as personnel director, the position was new. Brandon didn't really know what he wanted me doing, so I was just doing nothing most of the time. Brandon didn't really have anything ready for me to do. But now, going into it, I know site administration can be boring. I know it can be boring. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fix it. Okay? I'm coming in with I'm not gonna fix it. I'm coming in with experience. I know it's gonna be boring, so I'm gonna prepare for that. I've told Gaines site administration is boring, but it's a necessary job. We are doing this for the people, not for power. Fuck power. We're doing this for people. We're doing this for everyone. Muse, Quackers, Covis, Acro, Soul Killer, /Ray, Minty Jake, Indominus Regs, Forgotten Nation, Commissioner, Apoopfis, Commander Monty, Man Mansell, this fucking name, Advisory Editor, Cloud Dude, Cameraman, Scout. We're doing it for all of you. We're not doing it to get the fucking power and power trip and abuse constantly. We're doing this for everybody. We're doing this for everyone on site, except the Chaos Insurgency spies. We're not doing this for them, even though they're on the site. We fucking hate those assholes, right? Okay, I kind of lost track of what I was thinking, so I should relax.
You're gonna eat your
Alright.
pumpkin seeds. Alright, probably.
One more
One more
one
question.
more-
This is your
one
like.
more thing. Site.
This is
No,
your,
no.
like,
This is a statement. This is a statement, right? Right. Listen. This is why you should make the site interviewer calls. Okay. Listen. Site 9 News application. Hear me out. All right.
what?
So, computer. Do you think that your past experience as the chief of security will come in handy in helping security as the site deputy director?
Well, quite frankly, when I was chief security, I addressed all the issues I wanted to fix as my time in chief security. However, I think seeing it from the perspective of both enlisted, middle command, and high command, it will assist me in understanding their views. The view of SA from their perspective, and also the view of the enlisted.
All right. One more statement. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free my boys in
Hell yeah.
Palestine! Free Palestine!
Hell yeah, dude.
Alright, I don't know who removed them, but it definitely wasn't me.
Get
Alright.
him back in here then.
No, I'm not gonna allow it back up here. Apophis, I'm gonna allow you to say one more question. You're the last person I'm bringing up on the stage, and then I'm gonna start with the viewer questions.
This
Uh,
is just the
one thing-
HOS questions.
HOS and
second of
HOS and
all-
essay. HOS and essay. So Manson
Second
and
of all-
Vector can say stuff.
What are you gonna do to fix the activity of general security?
Alright, we have this lined up. We're gonna start giving them more duties, first of all.
Actually, you know
Gosh.
what? I want computer to answer first. You've
Alright,
been
go
answering
ahead.
first too many times.
Well, yeah, you
Well, that was
flipped a
literally
coin.
the fucking point of Apophis.
Yeah, so I'm
Oh,
actually
is it?
gonna.
I joined late. Apologies.
It's okay, I'll go first. We have a system set up called Best of the Day. Best unit of the day, particularly in GenSec, it's gonna happen more in security divisions. The best unit of the day, he's gonna get congratulated. The men of this site have been working too fucking hard for no. They just get pushed around while the same people run for site staff and site administration every time. They just get pushed around. So we're gonna have a day every day. There's gonna be a unit picked to be the best, and they're gonna have a celebration. Okay, everyone's gonna have to salute them. They're gonna get some monetary rewards. They're gonna get promotions. Listen, people have not been rewarded enough. The same HOS oligarchical people just run every time and time and time again. It's always the same fucking people, okay? It's always the same people. So we're gonna fix that. Gonna be new people now, okay? People are gonna get rewarded. And also on top of that, we have Sim set up where you give them more duties. They're gonna start patrolling more in HTZ, working with TCU and MTF and those people that go in HTZ. They're gonna do ride-alongs with them. They're gonna go with them and they're gonna learn the ropes. Okay, security does not need to be pushed around like jokes anymore. Okay, security needs more fun. They don't just need to sit in D block all day. That's a bad idea. Security sitting in D block is probably the worst decision to the server. At this point, just set up an automated sentry turret. Like, it'll work fucking better at least, dude. Like, come on.
Question on that. Do you mean all of security or just general security? Because I'm
Well,
asking for just general. Because there's general, there's MedSec, and then there's M&E.
MedSec is doing pretty good. I'm not too worried about them.
Yeah, MedSec is doing good, but how are you going to fix general security?
GenSec, well, I literally just said how. It's, I'll
Well,
reiterate
yeah, but that
now.
occurs to all of security unless you're planning on only making it general security.
Well, M&E already have other duties that get them more active. They have to build checkpoints. Medical security have to heal people. They have other shit to do. GenSec is just doing that bullshit. But listen, helping all of security helps GenSec too. That doesn't negatively affect it. It just makes it better, if anything. Listen, it's like envision a building held up by 3 supports, okay? If one of the support falls, you need the other 2 to help it and shit. You need the other 2 to help it and the other 2 to carry the weight, okay? But if the other 2 get stronger, the third one will also get stronger. This is engineering. I'm actually working on my engineering degree right now and law school. I'm working on all these things at the same time. I'm a fucking structural engineer, okay? Just kidding, I'm not. But listen, that's the way it
Oh,
works,
you're a
okay?
lawyer.
I'm all 3, dude. Trust me. That's why I got Arab parents. I have to do all 3 or I'm failure in life, okay? So listen. If we help the other 2, the third one also gets benefited. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay.
Okay. Computer, what's your...
Okay. Well, the two main issues with general security is number one, a lack of NCOs. I mean, if you go into MedSec or MME, you have an easier time getting promoted. And number two, general security's advantage has always been they get better weapons. These days, MedSec and MME get the same level or better weapons at the same ranks. It's kind of ridiculous. The only advantage of being a general security right now is you get 173 cuffs, which, I mean, it's not really that great of a thing. So the only thing I can think of off the top of my head, normally I'd say let's give them better guns, right? But when I was chief security, I already looked into the guns, and quite frankly, there's no better guns we can give them unless we nerfed fucking MedSec and me, which would hurt that population. We nerfed them. On top of that, general securities, like the access of guns, there isn't much better than what we have. The only thing I can think of is HP and increasing general security's HP. However, that has to be discussed thoroughly with UA, and I doubt they'd go for it. So fixing general security would be a pain in the ass. I plan to focus on the activity of all security and then go specifically to general security afterwards.
That's because you're looking about it all wrong. You're simply looking at it incorrectly. You're looking at it as if people don't want to be general security and that they need rewards to play, as in like gun rewards and health boosts. That comes with progressing through the ranks. People already know you're gonna get that. I don't really see your point here. Like, the way we're gonna do it is actually making it fun instead of just giving them a gun to shoot D-class better with. No one plays general security to get, oh, I have a UMP 45 at this rank. Next rank, I get an M4A1 so I can kill D-class easier. No, people play it to do cool shit. Giving them better guns doesn't fix the problem. It just adds like some fucking weird thing to it. It doesn't really impact the actual fucking general security.
Well,
It's
look
just
at
like
it
a
this way.
baseless reward that does nothing.
Look at it this way. You join MedSec, you get a med kit and a good gun. You join GenSec, you get a decent gun and containment cuffs and a taser. So, which would you choose? If you get a MedSec and a better gun, or the same gun or a better gun, or a worse gun in GenSec, which would you choose? Of course, you would choose MedSec.
MedSec best.
So you don't handle that silly with giving them guns. You handle it with giving them IC duties that differ from those other divisions. You don't just give them okay. Here's a MP45 million gun, okay? So you've got to give it to them and things will change for the better. Just trust me, dude. That'll work. Like, yeah, no. You're looking at it from a standpoint of people don't want to be GenSec. People do. They don't need rewards. They just need different duties to actually help them. Okay? Sound good?
Alright. I'm gonna assume you guys are done. I have tissue in
Yeah,
my
I'm done.
nose. I have tissue in my nose, so if I sound weird, I don't. First question, first viewer question comes from Muse. There's 2 questions, and both of them are for Caligny. First question: why is it a problem when TCU shoot people who don't show ID in HCC?
Because it's fucking unethical, okay? Listen, all I'm saying is, you can't just gun a man down in cold blood. That's a job of IA. It's not their job. They're containment unit. Why do they gun people down? The IA should gun people down. Okay, that sounded... Actually, that sounded exactly how I wanted it to sound, okay? The IA need to be the one doing the checks, and if they don't give their ID, arrest them. Don't fucking kill them. No, police. Black lives matter. Okay, that's my fucking point here.
Okay. The second question from Muse, if I can go look at it real quick, says, how do you plan on making sure security know to recontain SCPs when many of them can't bother to read them on the forums or stay updated on SCP changes? Good point.
Caligny, he asked you a question, by the way. So stop
sorry.
Stop
Good
tipping him
point.
up.
Good point. I agree.
What?
Thank you.
The question.
Oh wait, I'm putting tissue in my nose. How do you plan on making sure security know to recontain SCPs when many of them can't bother to read them on the forums or stay updated on SCP changes?
Well, tell them how, first of all. Train them, do all that shit, and we're gonna have MTF and TCU take them on ride-alongs so they can gain experience without having to look at a wiki or a forum book that Google Chrome crashes my computer. I don't know if you guys have that issue.
What the fuck do you play on? Fucking
Laptop.
1995 Motorola?
Dude, listen,
Holy
I'm literally in law school. I don't have the fucking money, okay?
Do you actually still live in the Middle East?
Listen, I don't dox that shit, okay? Because let's say the country I live in has strict regulations on all that, okay? So listen, let's continue. Let's continue, okay? Let me just say, they're gonna have ride-alongs done. We're gonna take the security troopers, the fucking low ranks. I don't know why I said troopers. The security cadets and the security officers. They're gonna come with MTF. They're gonna come with the TCU, and they're gonna learn on the field experience. Why do you think jobs in real life hire people with on-the-job experience? They want someone with experience that knows how to do it, not someone who has a 8 million year degree. They want someone who knows how to get shit done, big dog. And that's what we're gonna do. You feel me?
Alright. This next question comes from, what's his name? Jupiter. This is for both of you guys, so Caligny goes first. Do you plan to change or adjust Alpha 1 upon inauguration? I don't know if I said that right.
What about Alpha 1 inauguration? What?
Do you plan to change or adjust Alpha 1 upon inauguration? Not inauguration.
Well, Alpha 1 in of itself doesn't like need the duty. I mean, the duty is okay. What they do is fine. The issue I've heard is the people in it are having lots of complaints. So the way we're gonna fix that is by doing a thorough review of everybody in it. That's what we're gonna change. But listen, I don't listen to baseless allegations. I want proof. I want proof that people are doing bad shit. So when we get in office, we're going to conduct investigations. A1 is meant to serve site administration, and A1 is just whatever SA wants it to be. Good point, Burger. That's what I've been preaching, okay? They serve us, so we change them. Their general purpose is the same. Farlow is speaking facts. It's always been protect site administration and do what they want done. Help them. Be their enforcers. Be their fists. It's like in Star Wars, like Vader's fist is the 501st Division because they help Vader. Darth Vader. That's what we're going to do with them. We're just going to change the people around if they need to be changed. Okay, we're going to make the trials harder. The standards are going to go up. It's going to be like V2A1, where you have to count every tile of the entire site. Just kidding, that's too much, okay? Alright, but that's pretty much my point.
Alright, Computer, now it's to you. Do you plan on changing anything about Alpha 1 upon when you take office?
As he addressed, there have been a lot of complaints from A1. So their general purpose and duties, of course, I don't have any current plans to change. I have heard that some members of A1 want more responsibilities. We can look into that after talking with UA and talking to the site about it, potentially making a vote about it. However, the first and top priority is ironing out the people in A1, confirming they all should be in the position they are in, as well as ironing out any other issues within the division. Of course, because A1 is so classified, I have to wait until I'm SA before I can officially see all the issues and talk with A1 themselves.
Listen. What do you mean counter this? He's copying what I said? I don't know what you're trying to tell me, Farlow. You're just spam pinging me. Okay. So listen, also one thing I want to do with IA. Who's playing fucking MW2 music on the server? Okay, let me speak now, okay? So, what we're gonna do, okay, the issue right now with A1, a big issue I see, voice translators, where they have to use a voice changer to be A1. No! No! They don't need to change their voice, it's cringy and lame. They just need to have guidance, okay? They need guidance. And what I think Farlow's point here, I think, is that Farlow said something false and Computer just reiterated it even though Farlow knew it was false. I think that's his point. Which, Computer, this just proves you're saying whatever needs to be, whatever wants to be said. I'm saying what needs to be said. I'm saying what's necessary. I'm saying what needs to happen. You're saying what the people want. Sometimes what the people want is not correct. Sometimes you have to trust in your leader. Okay? Okay?
Alright, this is the end of that question. I have one from Kovics. First Caligny and then Computer. I don't know what the fuck. If you could say anything about each branch of security, what would it be?
Security, GenSec, fix the activity. Okay, we're gonna get you set up. We're gonna deal with you. Don't worry, you're gonna be the big dogs soon enough. Maintenance and engineering. Since advanced dupe got removed, you're lost. And we're gonna help you. We're gonna teach you how to build shit better, okay? No more slapping down a checkpoint in 2 minutes. Okay. MedSec, I fucking love you guys, okay? You guys are dope as fuck. You guys are lit, dude. You guys are just dope, bro. You're the people I want to hang out with, okay? Those are the guys that are awesome. Trying to get Carl's vote. Does he lead MedSec? Because I don't really know if he does. I don't really care too much about
Nobody really leads MedSec. It's just me and Gold as lieutenants. There's no captain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bloodshot just resigned.
Well, I'm not trying to get his vote. You know why? Because I'm confident in my ability. I already have his fucking vote. Okay? Okay. Listen, I'm confident that I have his fucking vote. I don't need to appeal to people like Computer does. I'm confident in my skills of persuasion. I don't need to be like, oh, what do you want? Yeah, I'll do it for you. What do you want? Yeah, I'll do it for you. Yeah, you can have that. Sure, I'll appeal. No, we give the people what they need, not what they want. We listen to them, we take them into consideration, but it's our choice because you trust in the leaders. Okay? Continue.
Computer, what is your opinion on each GenSec branch?
Alright, we'll start with MME, go general then. So with MME, they got nerfed with the advanced dupe, but honestly, I mean, you can just set up a checkpoint pretty quickly. They're not going to be as complex as they used to be if you want to set them up in the same amount of time. But it's not the end of the world that we lost advanced dupe. It's just MME, as Burger just added me. They are lazy, that's true. They're used to being able to just set it down in 2 minutes.
Look at him! He's doing it again!
Their job. Can you please not interrupt me? But their job is to build, and if they're just copy and pasting, that ain't building now, is it? Also, the general security, they need a lot. There's a lot of work that needs to be done with them. Quite frankly, I don't even know what the solution for general security is right now. I'll have to figure that out.
This guy was the security fucking chief, and he doesn't even know how to fix it.
Computer, you can continue now. Caligny, please don't interrupt. I'll give you guys like 2 minutes to debate afterwards.
And MedSec is just chilling. They're fine. They have no issues right now. They have good activity. They have good NCOs. And I have no complaints about
What about their COs?
They're missing one CO, which is the captain.
What about the
which
COs
is
they have
probably
right
gonna
now?
be chosen.
How do you feel about the COs they have right now?
I have no problem. It's Cold and Carlos in there. Incorrect in that regard. I'm perfectly fine with them as COs.
You said his name first. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to debate on this. Caligny.
Okay, let me say, this reiterates my point. Sorry if you hear something shaking in the background. Those are just my massive balls during this fucking debate. Alright, listen here. Let me just say, he literally did the same thing. Burger pinged him and said Emily is lazy. The first thing he says, yeah, Emily's lazy, you're right, Burger. He's appealing to the people. Me, I don't think they're lazy. I don't think anyone is lazy. I think they're just lost and don't know how to do it without advanced dupe. So we're gonna fix that, okay? We're not gonna call them lazy. We're not gonna insult them. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna give them guidance that they need. Okay, we're gonna give them guidance. You can't just call a division lazy. That just makes it worse. That's like how fucking parents just insult their children. How does that help? You have to guide and nurture them. That's what we're gonna do. You are the security general chief officer captain of the investigations and compartmentalization, and you don't even know how to fix it. And you don't even know how to fix it. Listen, you don't even know how to fix it. Okay?
Do you have a fix to general security right now?
I discussed it. I said it before. You want me to read it myself?
You said you'd increase activity for all of security, not just general, and give them more duties. Can you clarify
Shut up.
that?
Ride-alongs, simulations. We can give them on ride-alongs with the TCU and MTF. We're gonna get them simulations. We're gonna get all that shit done. You're literally saying, I'm not gonna fix it. I don't know how to. That's a quitter's attitude. You are a quitter. Don't fucking quit.
This program already exists, which is what your ride-alongs are. As
Yes,
well as
we're gonna best unit of the day. Best unit of the day. We're gonna give them shit to work towards. I'm currently vigorously swinging my arms across my room because my points are that powerful.
Isn't it the same thing as honorary units that
powerful? Okay, listen to me.
already happened?
Listen to me. What I'm saying. What I'm saying is true. You are not proposing any changes. You are just whining. You have a quitter's mentality. Okay?
I've been in the position of security chief, so I've already addressed.
You don't even offer any fixes. You don't even offer a change.
All right, it's been about 2 minutes here. I'm gonna go on to the last question, unless somebody sends me something afterwards. It's from Farlow again. He told me not to bring him up here because he thought he's a little bit too nervous to speak. He thinks you guys are both attractive. Question to both of you. So Caligny goes first. In what ways do you intend to gain money for site funds? I don't know what that means.
We're gonna take it from the Chaos Insurgency. That's what we're gonna fucking do. We're gonna take it from the CI. Sound good, everyone? Everyone understand that? We're gonna take it from the Chaos Insurgency. We're gonna hold them hostage, capture them, offer them. They've been taking our money. They've been leeching. We're gonna leech back. Okay? We're gonna take it back. We're gonna plug in some leeches and drain their money dry. We're not gonna keep. Can I have $35,000 fundraiser, and then we just lose it to an SCP ransom? No. We're gonna take their money and round up money. We're gonna slurp it up. That's what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna take their money. We're gonna take their money. We're gonna win. We're not gonna let our money be taken. The money of taxpayers. Taxpayer money. They pay for the site, and we just give it to the CI? Hell no. No more ransoms. We do not negotiate with terrorists. We go in with full force and we get the SCPs. The only time we negotiate is if it's high-ranking officers and people. We don't negotiate for SCPs. They can't destroy SCPs. We take SCPs back. We only negotiate for officers now and high-ranking individuals. We're not going to negotiate for SCPs that are indestructible, like 173. We're going to take it back. We're going to grab it and we're going to pull it. And then we're going to fucking kill it and
Ooh.
bop, and fucking shoot them and fucking take
All right,
all
I
the
think
SCPs.
we understand what your point is.
Yeah.
You're just gonna take it to the CI. All right, computer. I
we-
also forgot to say some of Cloud Dude's questions, so we're gonna have some of those. Computer, go ahead.
Okay, we plan to lower negotiation prices to better suit the economy because they're a little bit high in our opinions. On top of that, if it really comes down to it, I'll literally just pay a money pack if we're really that desperate for money, as well as maybe lower TR's funding.
Anybody have any debate to what the other person
Yes,
said?
I have a debate.
I will give you 1 minute.
We have to fix the solution. We're not gonna do this lower ransom price. We're gonna do no ransom price on SCPs. No. N-O. The letter on the keyboard that's at the bottom above the space bar, but the one that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the right. And then go up 1, 2, and then 2 to the right. And it spells what I just put in chat. No. That's what we're gonna do. Listen, I've embodied the character of Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. When I saw
Fucking
that
God.
movie, it really resonated with me. And I feel like that skill and experience, that non-compartmentalization tactics will help me get an edge in the site.
I think we will move on to Cloud Dude's questions. Cloud Dude asked, I guess both of you, are you guys gonna give the news staff more power?
Listen, field journalists are necessary. Media is necessary for America.
All right,
I'm sorry.
computer. Do you
I'm
have
sorry. Let me be serious. Let me for real though. Media is good because media brings opposite parties and different viewpoints together. The viewpoints come in together and they coagulate. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying, dude.
Coagulate?
I think those pumpkin seeds, let me tell you, they're laced with something. This joint was boring as fuck, I'm gonna be honest. They had something in them, and that's good. That's good, because that's what I needed, because this was fucking boring. But let me be for real though. Media is necessary, because you can see different viewpoints and biases, and you can make a rational decision based on them. Okay?
Alright, computer.
I don't know what the current problems are with media. If you want access to classified information, unfortunately, it's the SB Foundation, so we can't give you that. You're allowed into the site, all of the fucking what's it called? Site debriefs first, I believe, under my impression. Unless I got more clarification from you, Carlos, or others on what you guys want changed, I don't know what the current changes you guys would be.
It was Cloud Dude mostly. I just want to be allowed into IA Discord because the Apophis won't allow me to IA Discord. I literally have MTF2
Can I just say-
security research.
Can I just say that I need this to wrap up quickly because I have to study for the bar exam, which is an exam we take at the end of law
to
school.
become a lawyer.
That's literally determines my future, and if I fail it, I have to like be a homeless guy. So can we wrap this up?
All right, Cloud Dude, I'm skipping your fucking Owen question. All right, this last question from Apophis is, what will you do to increase the use of HRT? Caligny, you go first.
Those are the high response tactical response units, correct? Like the ones who respond to hostage rescue teams. Yeah, hostage rescue team. I know what they are. Don't worry. I just have to think about it for a little bit. So, we're gonna give them priority in situations regarding hostages directly. Above A1, A1 is first, always. But then, before that, it's HRT, then MTF. Why should a standard MTF unit do the job of something that they're specialized to do? I don't get it. It has priority, but they're treated as jokes. People don't treat them as anything special. Look how they're treating them in the chats. Look how they're treating HRT. I don't think you understand my point, Manson. People are making fun of HRT. HRT inactive, says Burger. IA becomes last. L, says Charles. We're gonna give them good. We're gonna give them more priorities. Okay? We're gonna give them the commanding role. If we're gonna put them above MTF commander in hostage situations, okay? Let me tell you why that's a good choice. They know how to properly gauge a fucking hostage situation, okay? They're gonna be the field commanders. They're gonna rally up at a point. They're gonna do a SWAT type entrance. Alright, and they're gonna all work together. But listen, the HRT have to get more trained as well. They have to be the ones commanding. They have to be the one fucking commanding these people. They can't just be like, oh, I'm HRT, let me just run in with a gun and shoot the CI. No! No!
Alright, I would assume that is the end of that. Computer? What was the question again? What will you do to increase the use of HRT?
Well, I believe they already have priority.
Alright, I have to go. Are we done?
Yeah, there's no more questions for you. You can leave, Cligney.
Alright, goodbye. Make the
Good
correct
luck,
choice.
good luck
Make
on
the
your
base
bar
choice.
exam. I love you,
Yeah,
Cligney.
thank you.
So I believe they already have priority in hostage negotiations, and we can attempt to say, give priority HRT, but we already say that constantly, and our low ranks end up shooting the fucking hostage, shooting the hostage and the person anyway. And with the lowest ranks, it's hard to moderate that kind of stuff. Again, this is similar to the news question. I'd need to discuss this with the person who asked the question about what they want change, and then we can discuss the changes. But as I see it, you guys already have priority. Don't know what else you guys want.
Alright,
Unless it's the flag on at different times.
I'm going to assume this is the end of the debate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite everybody on stage, and we can all have a goofy time.